Hi everybody, I'm Allie Buckman with the Potomac Bead Company, and I am going to do a little product spotlight for you guys today, kind of clearing up some confusion on the two different arched or rainbow shaped beads. The beads that I'll be discussing, if you need any of them, on the left-hand side here, we'll do a little drop down, and you can click on that. You can purchase the beads from me online or check out your local Potomac Bead Company store as well. And if you need any of them, in addition to the drop down on the side, if you're on a mobile device or some iOS devices, you will not get that little drop down. Underneath the video, there's always a description that says what the video is about. If you click on the little down arrows, the show more button, that'll give you links to all of these as well. So there's been a lot of talk and a lot of kind of confusion on social media that I'm involved in as far as what these two shaped beads are. Can they be used interchangeably? What are they used for, and what designs are done? So the first bead to come to the market in kind of this crescent shape is actually the crescent. The crescent bead here is 3 by 10 millimeter. And the crescent itself almost looks like a little slice of watermelon. It is produced by the CzechMates Company and manufactured in the Czech Republic. And you can see the holes line up. There are 2 holes, 1, 2. And it looks, like I said, kind of like a slice of watermelon. I actually have a pattern designed called Slice of Heaven that I use them in. And most recently did some in some Christmas ball earrings as well. They line up when you line them up on the holes so that they start to actually get pieced together. And they are smaller and thinner on one side where they come together and thicker on the outside. So they're almost like graded when you're looking at them. Again, they do have 2 holes like the rest of the CzechMates, and they have 2 holes that are set apart, almost similar in distance if you're familiar with the Super Duo or most 2-hole CzechMate beads. They're going to be set apart about the same distance. They are a thin bead, so you may notice a couple cracked in your tube. It's going to happen, especially for those of you that are ordering. It may happen that you get 1 or 2 cracked. They're a delicate bead, and the manufacturing of it is kind of insane and incredible that they're able to do it. So there is the crescent bead. In addition to the crescent bead, new to the market is the Arcos bead. So the Arcos bead was designed, it's called Par Puca or For Puca, which is a designer in France. And the Arcos bead has 3 holes. It's kind of like the round trio. It has 3 holes. It has one that's going right through the center, and then some that are on the sides there. It almost looks like a little elbow macaroni noodle, whereas the crescent kind of has that grade that it's thicker on the bottom and thinner. The Arcos is going to be the same on both the inner and the outer sides of the Arcos bead. The Arcos are 5 by 10 millimeter, so they are a little bit thicker, obviously, than the thinner crescent bead here. You can see the difference. But lengthwise, actually, if you line them up, they're going to be right about the same length. There have been discussions whether or not they're interchangeable, and I would love to say, yay, they're interchangeable. However, the holes go the opposite way. So if I were to line up the crescent bead versus the Arcos bead so that you could see the holes, they're going to face an opposite direction. The holes for the Arcos bead are going to be at the top, if you think of it as a rainbow, the top of the rainbow, and in the base of the rainbow. So they're coming out right at the sides of the rainbow and then one going through the middle. When you look at the crescent bead, it has 2 holes that are going through the side of the rainbow. So if I line them up kind of like a rainbow, the holes don't line up in the same area. So they are 2 completely different beads. They have 2 different functions, and there's 2 different design patterns basically to go with them. The CzechMates Company does a great job always of producing a lot of patterns for their customers. Again, we have patterns for both the Arcos and the Crescents that I have done that you can check out on other videos on this YouTube channel. You can always go to our opening page on YouTube where the music plays and you see a little view of our store. And there, right underneath, is a little magnifying glass. Looks like a magnifying glass. If you click on that magnifying glass, that will actually search in our page. So if you want to put in Arcos or you want to put in Crescents, any of the videos that use the Crescents or use the Arcos will come up for you. So it just searches within our page. It's a good way to check out videos that we've done. The other thing is there's trend centers that Starman does that have used the CzechMate products a lot. And then there's also patterns by Puca herself, and then others as well that we have that you can have. Once you purchase the beads online, we can send those to you with your purchases, because they are designed to go with the purchases. So the cool thing is they are two different beads. They do have similar shapes, but they have completely different functions because of the way that the holes are going. The CzechMate beads are often kind of independent beads. Some of them do work together and they're designed together. The Puca design beads are designed exclusively to be used together. So in addition to the Arcos, the Puca line has the Minos, right there, slide it right in. It goes right inside there. They also have the new bead, which is the Eos, which is a little bit like a bar or a brick, which CzechMate has. And then they also produce the Keop bead as well. So that's kind of one triangular shaped bead. They work together and they produce them all together. Again, the crescents are done by the CzechMate brand company. Some of you might be familiar with their tiles or their bars or their bricks. These are their newest design, the crescents. And then also the Arcos bead that has the other beads in their line as well. So hopefully this clears up some confusion for you guys. If you do want to stay connected with us, you can go to PotomacBeads.com. If you want to see different designs that are made with some of these different beads, also get these regular updates and this product spotlights, you can always subscribe to this YouTube channel, invite a friend to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can even link to it if you want this particular video to answer some questions online. I figured it was easiest to kind of answer all the questions. I can pop this link then up to hopefully help some of our customers out so they know what the different beads are. Also, if you want to stay connected with us, you can visit us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram and also become a member of our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. There you can interact with a great, wonderful group of designers and beaders and people that are really, really passionate about the craft, as well as stay connected with us and get the latest news from us as well. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this kind of does a little Mythbusters of the Crescent versus the Arcos bead, how they're used and which way the holes go, and how they're interchangeable versus not really at all. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and have fun creating with all these gorgeous and wonderful beads.